Are you sick of the slow autofocus? I am too, so stick around this video. We're going to talk about how to fix that with the perfect settings for your talking heads or product video. That's a little bit too slow for me. I don't know about you. Now, one more example of the stock settings to know where we're starting from. I'm thinking the improvements will be dramatic. Now, let's go ahead and get started. Go ahead and get your menu pulled up. You're going to want to be in autofocus. The first thing you're going to want to adjust is movie servo. You want to make sure that's enabled. And then for product and demo videos, I prefer detect priority. If you plan to be walking out of the screen, this is something you may have to adjust along with a few other settings. Next is autofocus area. I like to use whole. I'm curious what you use. Put that in the comment section. Next is subject to detect. Now I'm going to leave this in auto only because I will forget to adjust it afterwards, so use what you prefer. Eye detection, I'm going to go ahead and leave that on auto. Switching track subjects. Now this is the first one we really need to adjust, and we want to set that to number 2 to switch to subject. And again, this is if you're doing a product and moving that, that's going to help get that in focus a lot quicker. Now we're going to movie servo autofocus speed. This is another big one. And again, play around with it as you're going to be needing. If you're going to be using products, you're going to want this again a little bit higher. As far as always on or during shooting, I would put during shooting. You can have it all the time, but it will be rather loud and your autofocus will be going crazy nonstop. For this demonstration, I want to be sure to make it as dramatic as possible so we can really see the difference. So I'm going to go ahead and set this all the way up to fast, which is number 2. Next, we're going to adjust movie servo autofocus tracking sensitivity. Now this is going to be how easy it is for the autofocus to track to that new item or detect movement. For example, if somebody were to walk into frame or you were to walk out of frame. Again, for our demonstration, we're going to go ahead and set this to as responsive as it can be, which is number 3. And that's about it. One quick look through to see if there's anything else we should adjust. And that's it. All right, let's check out the final results. I'll go ahead and keep streaming this. This is actually being streamed on the Cineview Nano by Accsoon, and I actually have a video that will be coming out very soon on that product on my YouTube channel, so be sure to go over there and check that out. And let me know any questions you might have on that, and I'll be sure to answer them in that video. All right, so we have the updated settings now. Let's see how it performs. That is a lot faster. So it still takes a little bit, zooming in. So let's try something here. I mean, that's much faster. As you can tell before, it was really searching for it. Now let's go ahead and do a back-to-back comparison to see what the improvements look like. It does still take some time. This is on a Canon EF. Of course, I've heard the RFs are going to be a little bit quicker, but this is an ultrasonic lens. This is a f2.8, 16 to 35. So it's a relatively quick lens. Of course, it is on a Canon R6 Mark II, so there's an adapter with that. So I'm sure that does, take some time to sync up or whatnot and adjust. So you could dial it in even further by using an RF lens and, options like that. But again, I mean, what an improvement, right? I mean, that's huge. That's something we can live with. I like it. I hope you guys do too. Be sure to comment any settings that you would recommend. Also, I didn't talk about how to save these. So Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see a video on that. It's pretty easy, so I'm happy to do one, but most people know, and there's plenty of videos on it. But again, if you'd like to see one, I'll make a video on how to program C1, C2, and C3 as well. And I'll even do what I get those dialed in for my personal preferences, if you'd like. All right, till next time, thanks for watching. If you're interested in the Cineview Nano that was used for the transmission in this video, be sure to go over to my channel and check that out.